May 5th, 2006. As infighting of the guilds grows to a crescendo, the streets run red with blood. Welcome to the final set of the Ravnica block, Dissension. Planeswalkers around the world would witness the spectacle from afar, as the last three guilds revealed themselves alongside their respective shocklands, Rakdos, Simic, and the Azorius. Players would wade into the conflict to secure powerful cards such as Demon Fire, Protein Hulk, and Grand Arbiter Augustine IV. Will our filthy casual...
Whoa, wait a sec. If you're looking for a series following professional players, analyzing Magic's vast catalog, and exploring its deep strategic gameplay, this isn't it. But after stumbling through a legacy of history, we're now taking our brand of chaos to new planes as we continue our journey. Join us as we open packs from each set, moving in chronological order, spanning our ever-growing collection, and of course, trying to one-up each other each episode. We're not modern masters making top 8 at your local game store. We're just some filthy casuals, and this is our Modern Progression series. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between.
My name's Kurin. And my name's Colin. And we're filthy casuals.
Where when it comes to our decks, we dig deep and we dig greedily. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we're filthy casuals, where we always do things unorthodoxically.
Oh god, we're stuck in a loop.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between. My name's Kurin.
My name's Colin.
And we're filthy casuals, where we just can't seem to get out. We can't get out. We can't get out. Colin, today we are here, and it's a sad day. It's a bittersweet day because we are on the final set of the Ravnica block.
Oh, that is sad.
It is sad. Dissension. The streets run red with blood, as the description of the lore said.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's hardcore.
The guilds are out.
Who could be doing that?
Who could be doing that? Who would have orchestrated such a plot? Couldn't be me. We're here with our infamous progression series.
Definitely not famous.
Definitely not famous, but maybe one day we will achieve godhood. Not today. If you like our content and watch this episode and want to share... What?
I'm okay just being popular. I don't need to be a god. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like, even just like some people saying nice things in the comments, that would be really nice.
Aim high so that you can at least bracket down a couple notches, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you like our content, you want to see more of it, leave a like, leave a comment down below. We reply to all of them at this moment because you are all oh so very special. And you know what? We have a message from a very special sponsor.
It's not what it looks like. I mean, listen, this guy didn't subscribe to Filthy Casuals. Didn't even bother giving those boys a like or a comment. Can you believe that? Now can you stop standing around and hold him still while I get this thing into position?
You know what, Colin, it just keeps getting better and better. They just keep getting better and better.
Yeah. I'm surprised. Every single time you're like, there's no way.
There's no way. And then they show up.
They somehow do it.
And then they do it. Those cards, those wily cards. Today we are in Dissension, last set of the Ravnica, original Ravnica block. And let's not make them wait any longer. Let us get into the set opening. Look at my screen. Oh. And that phone was actually CGI. That's one thing you don't know.
Yeah, the phone, me.
Colin's also been CGI for the last 2 years. Colin died in a helicopter accident 3 years ago, and I had to replace him.
Yeah, that broken hip was actually me dying.
In a helicopter. We're getting off track. Colin, last 3 guilds are showcased in Dissension: the Azorius, the blue and white, the cops, the blue and green Simic. Some argue that's right, this mad scientist. Some argue blue and green is one of the most powerful color combinations, especially more recently. Blue and green seem to get a lot of power. This is where it all began. And last but not least, Rakdos, red and black, which I've been playing for the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, those little rascals.
Those little rascals.
You know, up to their little shenanigans.
There's not a lot. Dissension has some good cards, but like Guild Pact, it's not quite
quite as impactful as Ravnica. Also, it's a 180 card set, so it's a bit smaller, which is good for us. Means we might be able to get duplicates. Right off the bat, you can see like a handful of interesting multicolored cards. Avatar of Discord could be good for my Rakdos deck.
Spooky.
Dies to Lightning Bolt, but what doesn't?
5/3 flyer. That's 3 mana, 5 damage is better than a Lightning Bolt.
5/3 flyer, discard 2 cards, put my big stuff in the graveyard. You never know. We get the finished off set of Shocklands, Blood Crypt, Breeding Pool, Rakdos, and Simic, respectively. We also will get the Azorius one. I'm sure we'll see at some point here. One thing before we scroll down here, the Rakdos mechanic is Hellbent, which really has been underused. I feel like it was only really used in this set, and you never really see it afterwards. But I think it's kind of interesting. Basically, the cards get more bonus, more effects when you have no cards in your hand, which a lot of Rakdos effects are like you discard cards to do stuff, that sort of thing. We saw with the Avatar.
Yeah, it's interesting, like kind of rewarding you for not necessarily playing the game that the more advantageous way, which is to usually have more options.
It's like get your stuff out and then have no resources, but get bonuses because you have no resources. So kind of interesting. Scrolling down, you see the Simic mechanic in both Cytoplast Manipulator and Cytoplast Rootkin here, which is Graft, which is kind of a popular mechanic, especially with +1/+1 strategies. They enter with 2+1 counters on it, or in the case of Rootkin, 4 +1 counters. And then whenever another creature comes into play, you can move a +1 counter from this creature onto the next creature. A lot of them usually have effects revolving around +1 counters. So for example, Cytoplast Manipulator, you can gain control of creatures with +1/+1 counters on it as long as they remain in play. Keep in mind, Graft can also be used on your opponent's creatures. So I could graft your creature, put a +1 counter when it enters, and then use it, Cytoplast Manipulator, to take control of it.
Right.
Moving down, Grand Arbiter Augustine IV is a card much beloved by Commander players around the world. It's 4 mana, 2/3. Definitely not sarcasm.
Yeah.
4 mana, 2/3. White spells you play cost 1 less. Blue spells you play cost 1 less. Spells your opponents play, they cost 1 more.
It's all ultimate cop vibe.
It is big cop energy. And whenever this card gets played, it's to the collective groans of the table. Though I like Augustine IV. I think it's a fun card. People just don't like their cards being slowed down, you know?
Yeah. People want to play fast.
That's right.
They want to go in the fast lane.
That's right. People want to go fast.
And he's like, slow down, follow the speed limit, except we can be in the fast lane.
Hollowed Fountain is the Shockland for the Azorius. Infernal Tutor, another tutor card. 2 mana. Reveal a card from your hand, search your library for a card with the same name as it, and put it in your hand. And if you have no cards in hand when you cast this, so you cast it as the last card, then you can search your library for any card and put it in your hand.
Seems pretty good.
So that's something I would like to see, because I think that would be pretty good. Momir Vig is the leader of the Simic. He's also very a popular commander. Just he's a toolbox of a card. 5 mana, 2/2. Play a green creature, search your library for any creature, put it on top of your library. Play a blue creature, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature, you put it in your hand. If you play a green and blue creature, you basically get a tutor for any creature and put it in your hand.
Seems pretty good.
We have the return of the split cards here. We might have seen one before, but basically they have funny names, odds and ends, and basically you can cast one or the other. You can't cast both. Protein Hulk, Commander banned in Commander. 7 mana, 6/6. When it's put into a graveyard from play, search your library for any number of creatures with mana 6 or less total and put them into the battlefield. So this used to be
pretty gross.
Yeah. This used to be part of a combo in Commander where you could turn 0 or turn 1, basically. Flash Hulk, I think it was called, where you could basically flash in the Protein Hulk and then flash it at the end of the turn and gets destroyed or something. And so then you would get rid of it and get 6 mana worth of creatures, and you could get a combo that would win the game immediately.
Right.
So like you basically could turn 0, turn 1, win the game.
Yeah.
And so Protein Hulk
It was
got
like
flashed.
the alley-oop. It was the pass off the backboard to the win, basically.
It was all busted. And both Protein Hulk and I think Protein Hulk is still banned. I know Flash is banned for sure. So kind of crazy. We got Rakdos, the Defiler, namesake of his guild. He's pretty chonky. 6 mana for a 7/6 flying trample. And
Pretty good.
yeah, not bad stats. When he attacks, you sacrifice though half the non-demon permanents you control, including lands, rounded up. But then if he deals combat damage to a player, they have to sacrifice half their non-demon permanents they control, rounded up. So it's just a race to the bottom at that point.
It's a good let's end this game card one way or another.
We got the guild mages for the next 3 guilds: Azorius Guild Mage, Rakdos Guild Mage. Ghost Corridor is an excellent card. It's tapped for colorless, and you can also sack it to destroy a land, and the controller puts a basic land. So this is good at like targeting specific lands that might be problematic. Pretty good against like Tron and that sort of thing. Spell Snare first printing potentially of this. 1 mana, counter a spell that costs exactly 2 mana. In the right matchups, if you know what your opponent is doing, like this could be good against your Gruul deck, for example, because I could counter your 2 mana Bloodthirst guy. You could play this against my Rakdos deck and counter my Exhume for 1 mana counter spell. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's nice to have up your sleeve.
Coiling Oracle is a very popular card in Simic decks, quite popular in Commander decks, especially that like have ways to like replay it over and over again or like blink it.
Right.
That's 2 mana, 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, you put it on the battlefield untapped, and otherwise you put it into your hand. So this is actually really good.
Actually.
Yeah, it's actually really good. I could see you playing this in your Bat deck potentially.
Yeah, that's like more ramp for.
And it's a
more
body.
Ramp and bodies.
Yeah. And it's a Snake Elf Druid.
Yeah. How many Snake Elf Druids exist in?
Probably just one, if I had to guess. Moving on down. Shielding Plaques isn't bad. 3 mana. This would be good in the enchantment deck. 3 mana. When it enters, you draw a card, so it replaces itself, and it makes it so they can't be targeted spells. Gives it hexproof. It's before hexproof was a keyword. It was on Shielding Plaques, which is really good in enchantment deck because all of a sudden you can play your enchantments on your creature, but they can't be targeted by your opponent.
Right.
Where
So you can
Shroud, you
still
can't do that. Yeah. So
Better Shroud? Question.
you know, maybe if I get a place of that, maybe you'll see enchantments again today.
True. Oh god, that'd be scary.
And that is Dissension.
Yeah.
And we did not talk about Azorius' special ability because it's garbage.
yeah.
No, yeah. So Azorius' special is Forecast. You basically pay a mana and reveal the card from your hand to do something, which is interesting because it gives you a way to play cards without playing cards. So like Writ of Passage here, target creature with power 2 or less is unblockable this turn. So for 2 mana, you can just get that effect as long as it's in your hand, which is in theory a very strong effect. But none of the Forecast cards were really. I think there might have been some fringe play with Forecast, but they've never were really strong enough to like do anything. But it is a cool effect.
Yeah, it feels like almost the best instance for it would be if the actual card was an instant, because then you could always have it ready to go and you can kind of reveal the threat to like, force people to have to play around it. But if it's like Rite of Passage, which is an enchantment, then it's like, oh, like I don't know.
Yeah, and it depends on the effects.
Pay
like
1 mana, you know.
Yeah, like above here, I just scrolled up a bit to see what other forecast things I might have missed. Plumes of Peace is like reveal it from your hand, pay a white and blue to tap a creature. You can do that every turn because it's just in your hand. You can also do it more than once. Oh, sorry, play this ability only during your upkeep. Oh, it's even worse than I thought.
Upkeep.
Oh my god, and only
Okay,
once each turn.
mind.
Never mind. Forecast actual trash. For some reason, I thought you could do it multiple times. And like, okay, so forecast is bad, but. You know, if the effect was strong enough, it would be worth it. But once per turn and only during your upkeep is
you can't even then tap down for like on their turn.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. You can only do it on your turns. You tap it down and just for your turn. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Anyways, that's Dissension. Colin, I have to say, congratulations. You're on a 3-win win. You're on a tear. And
I'm scared that you're saying this. You're being nice.
Listen. I came to
which Kurin showed up today?
I came to a conclusion. I've just been, I've been trying to play these combos. I've been trying to play these like sneaky, tricky Dixie little combo-y decks. You're just bringing Unga Bunga magic and smashing my face.
Right, man.
Just play on curve, play the creatures, beat my face. So I don't know if I have to like devolve myself down to your level to compete or what. I need to win this episode because if I don't win this episode, then all I can do is tie the series. And then we go to force for tie, which it could still be me winning the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could get tiebreaker. It just makes it harder.
Yeah, this is my last episode to win the series outright, and so I don't know what I'm bringing. I don't know.
Everyone loves a comeback story. This could be your time. Comeback kid.
One of us is gonna be the comeback kid no matter what, so I guess it's me this time. It cycles back. Team Croft's probably happy to see you in the winning seat for a little bit. And also, something we don't bring up very often, Colin, that is worth talking about. You've almost tied the entire series.
Really?
You probably don't know this. Yeah, I
have not been paying attention to that because the stat was too depressing for a while.
No, so if I'm not mistaken, I have 30 episode wins, and I think last I saw you at 25. So you're 5 away from tying the entirety of Legacy and Modern Progression, which is exciting for Team Croft too. So
that is exciting.
Yeah, so don't let him down. No pressure.
there he is. I see you. I see you trying to do.
What? It's fine. Just don't. Your whole team that outnumbers me. It'd be so sad if they learned that you couldn't even tie the series. I'm just saying. Anyways, you have the Victor's Wheel. I have the Wheel of Fortune. Let's not make them wait any longer. Hopefully, we can get some cool spins and some epic pack openings. Colin, I'll see you in the decks. I'll see you in the games.
See you in the decks.
I'll see you in the decks. We're gonna enter the decks and duel within them. Anyways, Colin, best of luck, and I'll catch you in the games.
Thank you. To you too, sir. May your Rakdos polls be furious.
I certainly hope so. All right, Filthy Casuals community, welcome back to the Wheels. Before we get started here, I just want to address what happened last episode. So as you may or may not know, Colin and I both fucked up our wheel spins in terms of we both didn't know what the hell we were spinning. And so I'll let Colin talk about his side and what happened with his thing. But basically, I rolled the Wheel of Fortune, and I thought that what I spun was the thing that was actually on the Victor's Wheel, which is to get a card extra in your deck box. So in my case, I grabbed an extra copy of Reanimate and an extra copy of Bazaar Baghdad, which were extra copies of cards that I'd played in the previous deck, but that was actually a Victor's Wheel spin, not a Wheel of Fortune spin. So what my spin actually was, Uncommon Wildcard ×2, was looking at the previous set we had opened. And so the previous set we had opened was Ravnica City of Guilds. So I got to pick 2 common or uncommon cards from that set to add to my collection. So to be honest, it's a little sad we don't get the Reanimate and Bazaar Baghdad, probably for the better to be honest. But instead of getting that, we are instead going to pick up 2 copies of Golgari Thug, which we didn't open any copies of in our Ravnica opening. So kind of a side grade in a lot of ways. Golgari Thug is a very powerful dredge card, and we didn't have any copies of it to begin with. So a Rakdos kind of dredge deck is now going to have a copy of Stinkweed Imp and 2 copies of Golgari Thug. That's what I actually got from last episode, and that'll be reflected in this episode and moving forward. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into the Wheel of Fortune for today and see what we can pick up. I hope we get something good. I need it, honestly. Oh my god. Okay. This is our first time ever in Modern Progression getting double or nothing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I will double check to make sure of this, what this means is I'm gonna spin the wheel again, and I get double that result, but there's a 50-50 chance that we may not get anything. All right, so let's see what our potential fifth double is. This could be big. Please don't fuck me over here. All right, so we got Sarah Merchant. So for the merchants in particular, it's potentially very powerful with double or nothing. It's still gonna only offer me 3 cards that we can potentially buy for 2 packs each. But with double or nothing, we get 2 copies of the card instead of 1. So that could be really good. Sarah Merchant in particular is gonna be offering white cards, so we might need to think about that. Yeah, let's see if we even get them. Let's hop over to the 50-50 wheel. All right, welcome to the 50-50 wheel where we live or die by the sword. We wanna hit yellow here. And if we do, it's gonna be a very spicy little segment. If we don't, I guess we're going to open Dissension packs. Team Lang, cross your fingers. I'm not gonna look. I can't look. Is it good? Is it good? Fuck! Double or nothing. Live by the sword, die by the sword. It looks like our Wheel of Fortune was not so fortunate today. Such is life. Let's jump into the Dissension pack openings.
All right, so before we get started, we have a bit of housekeeping to do. Last episode, both Kurin and I misunderstood our victor spins and our loser's wheel spins, or Wheel of Fortunes, I suppose. I had put a Birds of Paradise in my deck when I shouldn't have done that. So retroactively, we have taken the Birds of Paradise out, and we're given the option to put in a card from the previous deck as our kind of mythic plus. So the weird part is our previous deck was the Boros deck, which we had just mana potioned into the Gruul deck. Needless to say, I just grabbed another Kiki Jiki to get a second because it seemed like a good card that I could maybe even use in the Gruul deck if it got a little spicy with it. Birds of Paradise has been replaced by Kiki Jiki, and now we're back at the Victor's Wheel again. Let's see if we could possibly get another Kiki Jiki. I actually don't think it'll work like that. It would be some other card from our Gruul deck. Anyways, we'll spin, we'll figure it out after. Oh, so close to that deck box plus, which would have been amazing. We got another deck box mythic though, so give me a second here. Let's see what we can dig up. All right, so the card we're gonna pick up for our mythic deck box plus the mythic wild card from our last deck will be Deranged Hermit. I feel like there was a few good options, but something that keeps kicking is Deranged Hermit is in both our decks currently. So we go from 2 to 3, making that a little more consistent. I feel like it's always been a banger to the point where Kurin is forced to sideboard against it. And even the sideboarding against it isn't the end of the world. So I think, you know, it's worth it. So we're gonna bump Deranged Hermit up by 1. So let's hop right into our pack openings for Dissension then and move this along. And we'll see if we can get some spice to deal with this impending Rakdos issue.
All right, we are here with some Hellfire art from Dissension. 18 packs, half a booster box splitting with Colin. Let's open her up and see if we can open up some spicy Rakdos cards. The other card I do want to see today is that, I can't remember. It's the enchantment that gives the hexproof. Hopefully we talked about it in the set review, but let's open up first pack here, see what we can get. Perfect. Oh my God. You know what? Ravnica and Guild Pact were kind of, Ravnica was definitely poopy. One of the worst openings we've ever had. Guild Pact was fine, but compared to Colin's was nothing. We deserve Dissension to carry us through. Avatar of Discord is an incredible card for our Rakdos deck. Ghost Quarter is an incredible card for our any deck. Yeah, no, this is amazing. I mean, there's other cards in here I'm sure are good as well that we can look at after the fact for deck building, but if we can get 2 or 3 copies, that's maybe being a bit greedy. If we can get 2 copies of Avatar for Discord, it's fantastic. 3 toughness sucks a little bit, but 3 mana, play it, has flying, 5/3. We can get this out turn 1 with Dark Ritual and discard 2 cards, put our big bonguses into the graveyard to be reanimated. I can't say no to that.
All right, so we're at the spicy Dissension screen. I forget what card that is. I think it's like the burn people hellbent card. Anyways, this guy looks insane. I'm insane. Let's generate some packs. Going to pack 1 here. Oh, what's this? War's Toll. 4 mana. Whenever an opponent taps a land for mana, tap all lands that target player controls. If a creature an opponent controls attacks, all creatures that opponent controls attack if able. Interesting. I might have to wrap my head around that one a bit, but looking at the rest of the pack here, Kindle the Carnage is quite a good Rakdos card. Otherwise, not seeing too much jumping out off the gate. Off to an okay start. That's all we can ask for.
All right, pack number 2. Oh my God, no fucking way. No way, bro. That's crazy. You can't make this shit up. Honestly, you can't make this shit up. What a fantastic pack. Simic Guildmate's decent. Condemn, good removal. Avatar of Discord number 2. 2 packs in a row. Utopia Sprawl. Seal of Doom isn't even that bad. Holy shit. Can I see 3 copies of Avatar of Discord? I was joking earlier. I was honestly joking earlier.
All right, pack 3, we've got a Bronze Bombshell. Red Hot Hottie reference? I don't know. 4 mana artifact, 4/1. When a player other than Bronze Bombshell's owner controls it, that player sacrifices it. If the player does, Bronze Bombshell deals 7 damage to him or her. Interesting. So if you can get control of it to someone else, then it will blow up for 7 damage. I don't think that's going to be useful for us, but who knows? Maybe we get 4 of them and we get Bronze Bombshell Kurin.
All right, pack number 3. I will have a heart attack, guys. Okay, you know what? Demon Fire, though, pretty cool. So Demon Fire is 1 in X, X damage to any target, and if a creature dealt damage this way, put it in a graveyard, you exile it, and then Hellbent, if this is the last card you played, then it can't be countered and the damage can't be prevented. So honestly, not a bad just kind of like ping them and finish the game kind of card. I don't know if we would play it, to be honest. The time of Fireball's kind of over, but I don't know. It's still pretty good, and it's not bad removal. Even, 3 mana for 2 damage, potentially. It's not bad. It's not bad. Second Utopia Sprawl, picking up some signets. Yeah, it's good stuff. Also, Mage Right Stone's not bad either. 2 mana, pay 1 tap, untap a creature that has an activated ability with a tap in it. So you can basically double tap activated ability, which is pretty cool.
Oh my god. We got a Rakdos the Defiler. Okay, I'm not upset, but it's not really the colors we want to play right now, I think, unless we make a dueling Rakdos deck that bodies Kurin, but I think that's pretty tough considering he already has all that tech for it. Also, just a quick note, Flaring Flamekin, not a terrible card. 3 mana 2/2, as long as it's enchanted, it gets +2/2/+2/+2 and has trample. Can pay 1, like it basically has fire breathing on it for 3 mana. It's not terrible. It's kind of scary actually.
All right, like Colin getting 3 Gruul cards in a row. Can we continue the Rakdos trend? Pack number 4. Okay, no, it broke. That's okay. We got our 3rd Utopian Sprawl, we got a Coiling Oracle, and our first Shielding Plaques. I want to see 4 copies of Shielding Plaques. This card makes our enchantment deck so much better. All right, this pack was kind of whatever, but we did get our 2nd Shielding Plaques, so trending well on that.
Okay, this is more the vibe and the pace that we want. We got a Simic Sky Swallower. Generally speaking, I think this is a great card for our band deck because it's in that 7 mana flying trample territory that we love to see, and it just has built-in Shroud, which is a proven track record of giving Kurin a hard time so far, so I will take it. Also, cards like Supply and Demand, very good for our Bant deck as well. So maybe it's a Bant comeback, or maybe we can bolster up the Gruul deck a little bit as well. We'll see. I don't know. Let's see what else we got coming.
All right, we're about halfway through here. Let's see what we get in our next pack. Pillar of the Perons, not a bad card. Also, 3 copies of Mage Right Stone, which is kind of weird. Blessing of the Nephilim could also be good in an enchantment deck. Enchant creatures +1/+1 for each of its colors. We're playing that 3-color enchantment deck potentially. And then tap for any color mana is always a good effect. Multicolored spells kind of sucks, but depending on the deck you're playing, it could be useful. 3rd Shielding Plaques. I think we can hopefully get our 4th copy soon and finish that playset.
Ooh, here's an interesting one. I actually had flagged this when we were looking over at Skyfall to see if I'd get any. Pride of the Clouds is a 2-mana 1/1, 1 plains, 1 island. Oh, my door's opening. All right, Stevens, let's explain Pride of the Clouds together. 1 plains, 1 island. It's a 1/1 flyer, but Pride of the Clouds gets +1/+1 for each other creature in play with flying. Could be good, especially in the Bant deck. We've got a lot of flyers. I don't know if it actually really fits the theme, but maybe if we get a bunch of them, that Bant deck becomes a lot more aggressive. Thank you, Stevens, for your input, and I will put you down now because you want to run away.
All right, next pack. What can we get? Okay, Blood Crypt. Let's go. Finally, a Shockland. Holy shit. Colin has 2 of them. He probably will pick up more of them here. 2nd Ghost Quarter is really, really good too. 4 Shielding Plaques. This pack is awesome. We're definitely putting this obviously in our Rakdos deck. That's an incredible pull. All right, we got probably 2 or 3 packs left. I'd love to open up a Rakdos or something. 2nd Experiment Crash. 3rd Ghost Quarter. Experiment Crash is just so expensive. It's a fun card. I like it and it's a vibe, but for 6 mana, I don't know. Maybe. Let me know in the comments. Do you think we could play a deck around 2 Experiment Crash? Definitely could use the 3rd Ghost Quarter though. That's pretty cool. Colin decides to play some sort of land deck. Although to be honest, it wouldn't be bad against his Bant deck potentially.
Oh my god, we got another one. Rakdos, what are you doing, man? I mean, maybe if I'm getting Rakdos, that means that Kieran's not getting Rakdos. I know that's not how it works. If we're playing regular sealed style, then maybe. But yeah, who knows? I mean, if we get 4 Rakdoses, we are legally obligated to play a Rakdos deck, so let's see how many more we get. We're like 2/3 of the way through. Chances are it's not going to happen, but never say never. Okay, this is good. We got, I think, 2 of these now, but Coiling Oracles, 2 mana, 1 island, 1 forest for a 1/1 when it comes into play. Deal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it into play, otherwise put it into your hand. Pretty freaking good for a turn 2 play. That's definitely a Bant-worthy card. Got 2 of them, so that's good. We'd love to see more because they're in the common slot, but I think we got like 1 or 2 packs left.
All right, last pack Magic. Can we see something good? Okay. Simic Sky Swallower is not bad. Like I said, in a ramp deck, 7 mana, 6/6 flying trample with Shroud. Very difficult to deal with. Probably will close the game pretty quick. Hopefully Colin doesn't open this because this would be a fucking nightmare to deal with in his Bant deck. But yeah, nothing really else in this pack. Honestly, I will say, sorting here by rarity, we got a decent opening. I wouldn't say it was above average. I'm very happy we got the Avatar. I think because we're playing Rakdos specifically, it was a good opening. In any other case, I think for Colin, for example, looking at this, I would say Colin would probably say it was an okay opening. Double Avatar Discord is going to be super fun to play around with. Blood Crypt's really cool. We got double Swift Silence, which is really bad. Void Slime's an okay counter spell. Demon Fire is fine. Maybe we can brew something with the Mirages. We only got 1 Condemn, which is unfortunate. Triple Ghost Quarters is pretty good. Triple Mage Right Stone could be good in the right build. Triple Coiling Oracle is actually pretty solid if we want to play Simic, which we might do if we go back to enchantments. The thing I'm actually most happy about is quadruple 4-copy Shielding Plaques, because if we do want to go to enchantments, this is going to be kind of a staple for that deck. So I actually am very excited to see this in our opening. Giving our cards hexproof is kind of like when anybody thinks about Boggles. For those that don't know about Boggles, it's like 1/1 creatures that cost 1.5 hexproof. Hexproof is like the enchantment Tron sort of staple. So Shielding Plaques is kind of our first way of getting that. And so I actually am very happy we got 4 copies of that. And 4 Utopia Sprawls is also very, very strong. Yeah, overall, I would say it was a good opening. It wasn't outstanding. I think if we had picked up like a Rakdos the Defiler, another Blood Crypt, or another Shockland of any kind, it would have been a pretty over-the-top opening. But I think we did well. We did well. So I'm gonna go brew something. I don't know if we're gonna be bringing back Rakdos. Honestly, like I said, I was kind of like half joking earlier when I said like Colin's kind of been playing this kind of Unga Bunga magic. But like I kind of almost feel like we need to start playing a little lower to the ground and a little more creature focused, specifically to counteract the decks he's playing. I think it's all about the matchups. And so I'm gonna go see what we can brew here, but wish me luck. Team Lang, we're gonna need it.
Okay, interesting. We got the Flaxcaster Frogling, love to see it. Another potential good Bant addition. We also got a Sprouting Phytohydra, which is a 5-mana 0/2 defender. Whenever it's dealt damage, you may put a token into play that's a copy of it. And ideally, you have defenders forever. I don't know if it's worthwhile to put in any of our decks right now, but maybe in the future, if we're playing something a little more, battle cruiser, it's a good little defender that we can always keep blocking over and over and over again. Again, also seeing more good Rakdos cards in Twin Strike and Pain Magnification. I feel like the openings really want us to play Rakdos, but I don't know if I've still got the heart to do it because Kurin's tech is just better. I don't want to get the floor wiped with me playing the same deck. All right, scrolling all the way down for our last pack, we've got another Bronze Bombshell. Great. Supply and demand isn't too bad. Got a couple of those now. Overall, nothing too crazy in the last one here. But you know what? Let me take this into the shop and we'll see what we can come up with. So we'll see you guys on the other side. Maybe we bust open our new deck box today, create a Dueling Rakdos deck, really rub that 4th one into Kieran's face, or we probably go back to one of the OGs. I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it a think. Maybe I'm not seeing something immediate. See you guys on the other side.
All right, Lang Gang and Filthy Casuals audience as a whole, listen, okay? Colin's Unga Bunga decks can only go so far. I am predicting he plays an existing deck and did not make a 3rd deck. I don't think he wants to make a 3rd deck until we get into later sets in the season, and so I'm predicting he's going to play one of his 2 existing decks, especially because he got that Kiki Jiki copy from his Wheels last episode reduxed. We have our Tron Trickertron. We also have our Rakdos deck, and we had one patron in particular offer a compelling Rakdos alternative, which we might see in a future episode. However, we need to throw Colin off of his rocker and give him something he won't expect and can hit him hard, maybe put a little bit of fear of God into him. And so today I am proud to announce the Resurgence returning. I kind of feel bad actually now that I'm thinking about it, because now 2 of our 3 deck boxes are the same or similar to last season, but I digress. Hopefully a fan favorite. Today we're bringing Bant Chantress. Big shout out to the War Room. 2 of our patrons, Matt and Mechahawk, helped me brew this deck up. This is a twist on the existing Enchantress deck with some new cards, a kind of different strategy, and a different way to approach it. So in our last strategy, we were running green, white, and black and had some Reanimator stuff, some bigger creatures. We're going lower to the ground this time, trying to get in above his head with certain creatures and basically Voltron our way into a hex-proof creature with a bunch of abilities and strengths. So let's look at the card by card. We got Chrome Mox, hopefully just push us into a turn 2, turn 3 play, early game if we open it. We got our triple Coiling Oracles. These are 2-mana 1/1s. When they enter, you get a look at the top card. If it's a land, you put it on the battlefield directly. Otherwise, you put it into your hand. So it's basically 2-mana 1/1, draw a card or play a land. Just some value. 3 Eternal Witness. Bring a card back from our graveyard to our hand. Very strong. We kept the Exalted Angel as our top end. It's just lifelink 4/5 body, which we can hopefully get out with our Morph ability. And then we brought in 4 Flying Men from Arabian Nights. I don't think Colin will be expecting this, but this is a 1-mana 1/1 with flying. We throw on some of our enchantments, and all of a sudden, it is a threat for him to deal with. Nomad Mythmaker can bring auras back from the graveyard to the battlefield. Our River Boas, classic 2-mana 2/1 Regenerator boys. Verdant Enchantress, the cream of the crop. 3 of these, 3-mana 0/2. When you play an enchantment, draw a card. This is a big draw engine. For our enchantments, we're running 20 enchantments. Ancestral Mask gives us big creatures. Armadillo Cloak gives us big creatures and lots of abilities. Curiosity, now that we're in blue, we can hit him and draw cards. Infiltrator's Mage Mark gives all our enchanted creatures +1/+1 and unblockable. Basically unblockable. Triple Rancor for +2/+0 trample. 3 Shielding Plaques. I want to play 4 of these, but we had to make cuts somewhere. These give us hexproof, and hopefully we can see one in our opening hand. Triple Lifelink with Spirit Link. Sterling Grove. Wish we had more copies, but we don't. And we did bring 4 copies of Utopian Sprawl, which allows us to play 20 lands instead of 22 or more. So Utopia Sprawl, we throw them on our forests, and we get extra mana when we tap them. Enlighten Tutor to tutor out what we need, presumably a sideboard card later in game 2 or 3. And then for our lands, we're just running a bunch of forests for the Utopia Sprawls, and then a handful of other good cards. Savannah, Yavimaya Coast, Adakar Waste, Hollow can regenerate, Corehaven can blank his attacks. In our sideboard, we just basically brought aggro Pillow Fort sideboard. I don't know what we're going to end up switching in and out. Kitsune Mystic can be good if he's playing pacifisms in his bat deck. We can swap him onto his creatures if we play it right. Silent Arbiter, Windborn Muse, and Ghostly Prison just basically stop his attacks. Control Magic can steal his creatures. Pacifism can hit his big creatures and make them so they can't attack us. Story Circle gives us protection. Threads of Disloyalty steals his stuff, and Worship stops us from dying. Guys, I'm feeling really good about this one. We'll see if we can stick low to the ground with him, play some Enchantment Unga Bunga, and see if we can beat his aggro Unga Bunga. Either way, it's going to be a fun one. Wish me luck.
All right, so we went to the board, we smashed our brains together, and by that I mean me, because I was flying solo on this one, and I opted to not do Rakdos, but bring back fan favorite, Croft Crew favorite, Arcades and the Band Boys, with some slight upgrades. I mean, this deck admittedly hasn't changed too much. We kind of focused it a bit more with the recent additions into being more of a get big, fly, trample things out and win. But of course, we have to kick off every Arcades and the Band Boys with the boy himself, Arcades. He's still kicking around in this deck, mostly for flavor wins. This deck was in Genesis when he was a card. I have like 3 copies of him. He's gone down to 1 because he's actually relatively not as good anymore. But some quick additions that I'll go over is we got 3 Coiling Oracles instead of 2. I thought originally we had 2, but 3. So hopefully this makes our early game a little more streamlined, a little more faster. At the very worst, it's drawing us cards. At the very best, it's ramping us. We also added in a Plaxcaster Frogling to give like a little more protection or shroudiness around. Feel like it's like a nice addition. It will synergize with another card too later that I'll show you guys. The other creature we added in was Simic Sky Swallower. We got one of them. 7 mana, 6/6 trample flying. Love it already. And then he also has Shroud on top of that. Means he is a pesky boy that if he lands, he might not leave. Going into the other additions in our sorceries here, we have Supplies and Demands. So this is a new card from Dissension where it's one of those two-faced cards. So the supply side is pay a forest and a plains and X, and I can put a bunch of 1/1 green saplings into play based off of the X cost. But the demand is the more interesting one. It's search your library for a multicolored card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. So it's a 3 mana tutor for basically Arcades, Plaxcaster, Simic Sky Swallower, or I guess, is it any multicolored card? I guess I could like get Supply and Demand again for some silly reason, but essentially it will be a way to fish out a big creature or protection for big creatures, which I think is pretty good. Hopefully in the future there'll be more multicolored big creatures. I was kind of scanning through my collection. There wasn't anything of big note. Besides that, we do have some protection in our side pool here. We have Ariok Champions just in case Kurin is running Rakdos, and we have a Voice of All just as kind of a catch-all. I probably could have put a few more of these into the sideboard, but we did want to hang on to their stuff like Tormod's Crypts, Energy Fluxes. We have a bunch of instant packages like Unsummons and Counter Spells, along as putting Flash Foliage in there. This is just kind of some instant tricks to maybe push back against Kurin's surprise 2020 Double Strike Dragons. You can always just unsummon it as soon as he brings it back, or we can counterspell it originally, or even Flash Foliage a blocker for it. Because I looked this up, but Flash Foliage does block everything, even if it is unblockable, Intimidate, Flying, doesn't matter. Something's, as soon as an attack is declared, and if I play Flash Foliage in response, it will act as it's being blocked. We also have the classic Reduce to Dreams as well, Artifact Enchantment stuff, Altars Light, again, Artifact Enchantment stuff, just because, you know, we don't really know what Kurin's running. He still might be doing some enchantment things. He does have the artifact-based deck, so it might be good to have those in our pocket as well. Beyond that, nothing too crazy, just a lot of ramp, a lot of punch him in the face. As Kurin said, Unga Bunga. He hasn't been able to stop it yet. See if he can stop it now.
Colin, I can guarantee you won't expect what's about to hit you.
Oh, okay.
How was your Dissension pack
Can I take a
openings?
guess of what deck you're playing?
Oh, sure, yeah, go for it.
So I think Rakdos is too obvious. Therefore, you'd be like, maybe I will swing in another deck.
Okay.
To that, I would be like, I don't know. But maybe you do the curveball play where you bring back your, like, the I don't know what you called it, the Urza deck. It's like, Trick
Oh,
or
the
Treat or
Trick-or-Tron?
something.
Trick-or-Tron?
I feel like that might be a good play because I remember it having Simic colors in it. I don't fully
true.
remember
It was
what it
green-blue.
does because there's a lot of shit going on in there. But I feel like you're gonna do it because
Okay.
I was opening. There's a lot of good Simic cards, man. I gotta
Yeah,
say.
that's true. That's true. I think that's a fair guess.
Can I give you some insider info about my pack openings? And you can decide whatever you want. I'm
Sure,
freely
yeah,
giving
what's
you
up?
this info. I opened 2 Rakdos to the Filers.
I'm so jealous. I will say my Dissension pack openings were the best out of the 3 so far.
Okay.
They were decent. I would say if you had opened what I opened, you would say they were mid. But because I opened what I opened, I think I would say they were a little bit above average.
Okay. So they're not
So-
Unga Bunga cards, is what you're saying.
Maybe. The term Unga Bunga has been thrown around a lot this episode, and I just want to clarify what is and isn't Unga Bunga.
Okay.
I
As
can
the
I can
master
neither
of
confirm
Unga
nor
and
deny.
Bunga, please enlighten us as we play through this game.
Okay. Let's roll to see who goes first.
Okay.
I got a 10. Pretty average.
Got a 5.
Yeah, beats
Pretty
your 5.
not average.
All right. Well, Colin, let me actually remember to start the clock. Yeah, let's shuffle up and see what we get.
Excellent. I'm guessing you're going first.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we technically should say it to clarify, right?
Sorry, yes, you're right. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I'm going to guess that you did not make a third deck and you are going to go back to Gruul because it worked and you want to win.
Okay.
That's my guess.
Creature of habit here, I see.
Actually, that's tough, actually, because we did open Simic and Azorius, which both helped the Bant deck. Maybe, actually, you know what? I take it back. You're going to go on Bant because it had a lot more cards and you like playing with the new cards.
Okay.
That's my guess. Official guess. Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
Pop it, lock
I'm
it,
going...
polka dot it.
Pop it, lock it, polka dot it. I'm going to throw these into the deck back. Don't really want the colorless mana. I got everything I need with these 3 lands here. And this is a little bit expensive, and I think I want to play a little bit faster. So I throw those on.
I've got a bit of a dream opening, so I'm going to lean into it and then hope that I don't have to play after that because there's a lot of good cards going back in the deck.
Okay.
We'll see
right, Colin.
how it goes.
Let's do or die. Team
Yeah.
Lang
Mhm,
playing
mhm.
for the win here. I'm going
time.
to start off untap, upkeep, main 1. You know what, Colin? It's raining. It's
Okay.
raining. You know what it's raining? It's
Men?
raining men. Oh my, it's
Flying
raining men.
men. Okay.
Flying men. Pass to you. Classic. Classic
Interesting.
card from a classic time.
Okay. Tap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Interesting. So I might be right. This could be Trick-or-Tron.
Could be.
Okay.
You might have nailed it.
We'll play Forest.
There's the Bant deck.
And we'll get
There's
a lot
Lalamour
more
Elves.
elves.
Yeah.
Fast
There
to
we
you.
go. All right. I could be Gruul still. I think you were playing
Could be
Lalamour
Gruul.
Elves and Gruul.
Could be
All right,
cool.
untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. That's a pretty good draw. I think I'm going to be aggro, and I'm gonna play a forest. Colin, you were cruising for the right trajectory there, but Colin, you missed one. You were so close, so close to greatness. Because you're right, I did bring back a classic. It was just not the classic you think it was. I'm gonna pay 1 green mana and cast Rancor,
It's
targeting
enchantments.
flying
Oh dear
men.
God, help me.
And I'm going to pay 1 and cast Curiosity, targeting flying men. And I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to
dear.
hit you for 3 and draw a card.
Sweet Jesus. This might be a quick one.
Flying men in the Oxford Dictionary is defined as Unga and Bunga.
Okay.
Rancor
okay.
is Curiosity's the Unga, Rancor is the Bunga.
I see,
I'm going to
I
draw
see.
a card.
Okay.
And I'll pass to you. Go for
Oh
it.
no. This is
I really
not
hope you have
good.
some removal for my guy.
Dear sweet Jesus. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, this isn't too bad. I don't have removal unfortunately, so this will hurt. But I am going to
There it is.
tap 3
There's
and
the
play
Bant.
Kodama's Reach.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's ramping.
But
This is
it's
gonna be the race. Can you get out your big ass
I
creature
know.
before I kill you?
It's kind of scary. What do we even want in play?
I like
guess I'll
that we
put a
both have the
plane.
exact same colors on the board right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'll break that trend by doing planes and then
Well, here's a question. Do you think I'm Simic enchantments?
I'll play an island in my hands. I don't know. It's tough. Oh, that was an island.
Because I was playing green, white, black last season.
Yeah, I feel like you could splash white. Like there is a lot of good enchantments that are white, but I don't think
True.
you need it is the thing. So maybe I think you went for the efficiency over the potential, which is an interesting pick because normally you go for potential on past turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. You know, you want to know what the name of this deck is, ironically, Colin, and this happens to us so often. The name of this deck unofficially right now, let me know in the comments what you think it should be named. We're just calling, the War Room called it Bant Chantress. I'm going to play Savannah.
Chantress, yeah, okay. There you go. There's the potential.
It's all about the potential, all right? And you know what? I like potential so much. I think I'm going to make your life a living nightmare and cast a new card I was so excited to open today. 4 copies of it. I'm going to cast Shielding Plaques, which is going to give my flying men hexproof.
Yeah. I saw this card.
And I also draw a card.
So fucking...
Let's go to combat. I'm gonna swing for 3.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
And draw another card.
All right.
I'll pass to you.
This has turned into a base race now. Untap. Upkeep, draw that I am losing badly. Let's see what we can do. I'll play Yavimaya Coast, and then we'll go play a Deranged Hermit.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Some stuff here.
Yep. That's terrifying, actually. It is really good. That one card can literally shift the momentum of this entire game. I need to ban Deranged Hermit. Did you attach Squirrel tokens to the lava?
I dragged everything and they attached to everything.
I need to ban Deranged Hermit after the season is over. It has to happen.
Can I tell you another thing?
Too lenient. What's up?
I got another copy of Deranged Hermit on my wheel
spin. Oh! You had it in your Gruul deck and you spun Mythic again? Oh, what's that fucking? I'll put it on screen. The fucking Planet of the Apes. Oh no! Oh no!
It's
okay. That's a problem.
I figured it was like, okay, I gotta be careful because if I start getting too many mythics, I'll probably start banning them, and I'm like, you're probably gonna ban Deranged Hermit anyways. So like, we may as well let the good times roll and see how you handle Squirrel Land.
Okay, are you done after that?
Yeah, pass some turn.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw, main one. I need other cards, deck. Okay. How do we want to do this? I think...
I will not say. I mean, I figured you'd bring back enchantments at some point. I just didn't think it'd be now.
That's fair. I didn't either. I didn't think about it either. But then I saw the Shielding Plaxes and I saw the Utopia Sprawls and I'm like,
I didn't get a single Utopia Sprawl, unfortunately.
Really? I got 6 of them.
That's so sad.
Yeah. They'd be so good for your deck.
I know. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's too bad. That's okay. I mean, you're doing the ramp instead, right? You're going like the Kodama's Reach route.
Yeah, exactly. There's still ramp. It's like Utopia Sprawl would be nice, but like there's still ramp, so I shouldn't complain too much.
That's true. Fuck, dude. I think I'm just gonna go to combat and swing for 3. Okay. And then I'll draw a card.
Card draws.
Yeah. Oh, it's not bad. You know what? I think... Oh, they're 2/2s. Do you pay your 5 mana, though, is the question. You probably do, just to win the race. So I need a plan for that. Or you let it go and drop another Hermit and I fucking cry. Which is also a very good chance now that I know you have 3. Fuck me. I could always do that. Maybe I should have done that preemptively. I wish I had a bit more mana. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna try to eke out some advantage here. I'm gonna go blue-green and play Quarreling Oracle.
Okay, yeah. And
that's going to allow me to...
How many of those did you get?
3 copies.
I also got 3.
Nice.
It's a good card.
I imagine you're playing them as well.
Yeah, it's an unreasonably good card for a comic.
Okay, reveal the top card. Infiltrator's Mage Mark.
Oh god, the Mage Marks too. Oh frig.
Okay, I'm gonna draw that. I actually wish it was a land
Creatures
there.
of Defender. Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't block it anyways right now, so it's fine.
I guess I will throw down a Adakar Waste.
Okay.
And we'll go colorless green and cast River Boa. I'll pass to you.
All right. Tap.
I'd have to take some hits here.
Draw. Oh, on my upkeep. Sorry, before I drew.
I was
gonna pay for it. Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't have the second Deranged Hermit. Thank fucking god. Dodged a bullet.
I'll play an Adakar Wastes.
Copycat.
You're just so cool, Kurin.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god. You're making me blush.
I'll go to combat and swing. Do need to make you pay is the problem. You can't regenerate right now.
It's so menacing. I need to make you pay.
It takes 6. This gives me 2 hits. The Flying Man, unless you get bigger things out. Will you take the 8 though? Is the question. So that puts you in a really scary territory.
Does it? You don't have burn.
It's true, I don't. Or do I?
Text red. You don't have a mana potion. I know you don't have a mana potion.
I could have been lying about the Deranged Hermit. Maybe I've just been adding whatever cards I want into my collection, Kieran. Have you ever thought about that?
Damn, that's why he's winning. That's right.
I was like, if I can't beat him.
Cheat him.
Yeah, that will make you... I think I just got to play aggressive, honestly. So I will send Scroll Force 1 in. See what you do.
I am going to block a squirrel and take 6.
And then, yeah, I'll pass turn there.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. That is a pretty good draw.
This is scary. Your clapback could be so nasty.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm going to throw Core Haven down.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then I think I just do this. Like, you have to get enchantment removal to deal with what I'm about to do. But you're at 11.
I am at 11. Technically just eking out the base race right now.
Yeah, that's about to change. I'm gonna pay 1. I'm gonna take 1 damage from the Adakar waste, unfortunately.
Excellent.
Oh, actually, do I have to do that? Yes, I do. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cast Armadillo Cloak on my flying men. +2/+2 trample and lifelink, basically.
Ooh, that's
and let's go to combat. I'll swing for 5 and gain 5, which is huge.
Okay.
And draw a card.
That's tough.
And with that, I think I'll pass you.
All right, untap.
Keep the regenerate up.
Draw. Gain 1.
Riverbow has Island Walk. I forgot.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't come in with it. But I guess you want defenders, so that makes sense.
I want defenders, yeah.
Oh,
you can only be so greedy.
I guess I can play a land. Let's play an island. It's usually good.
You're not dead. I know. Wait, you are dead.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I am threatening lethal.
1, 2. I'll play Coiling Oracle because I'm getting a little desperado here.
Yep.
Revealing the top card.
Okay.
Oh, one in my hand. Okay.
Hey, put X Saprolings. That's and search library for multicolored card reveal. That's pretty good actually in your deck. It's actually a pretty good card.
Yeah, I got 2 of them, believe it or not. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to bring Vamp back.
Well, the fact you can tutor out for like an Arcades or something, or supply demand, or like dump all your mana into getting a ton of 1/1s. Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, that's not the card I need right now.
That's what I like to hear.
It sucks. Yeah, that Shielding Plaques is pretty huge.
It's a big card.
Saving your butt right now.
I'm guessing you have pacifism. That's my that's my soul read.
I can swing for 10. Doesn't get me there. Yeah, no, that's game. I will concede and save my time for the following one.
Sounds good. Yeah. Don't reveal more information than you have to. Yeah. All right. I'll see you in game 2.
Right,
finally, I win one.
Jeez Louise. Okay. All right, sideboarding for game 2. We did some pretty big overhauls. We'll see how it turns out, but I think they will hopefully solve some of our problems. We don't have the best enchantment removal kit. We did strip it down a little bit, but you know, we have some options, mainly being some instant speed responses and an unsummon. So once Kieran's putting protection onto creatures, we can hopefully unsummon them and then nuke a bunch of the enchantments while we're at it and force him to play a little slower. We did also bring in Altar's Light as well as Reduce to Dreams. So Reduce to Dreams will return enchantments to Kieran's hand. Altar's Light can remove 1 completely from the game. We also subbed in a Voice of All for a Palancron to hopefully get a blocker who can just take hits, whoever is coming in, and hold the fort down. We'll see how this all holds up though. I know Kieran has some sideboard tech, and if we make it to a game 3, would love to see if we can tweak a little bit more and hopefully hone this in to get our big boys out, because I think we can win the base race. We just kind of need a follow-up to our Deranged Hermit collective, and from there we should be fine. All right, wish me luck.
All right, I honestly don't know the right things to switch in and out for these matchups. It's very tough. But the one thing I did figure out and hearing, you know, Colin did give me the intel that he got a 3rd Deranged Hermit. Though, to be honest, based on what happened in the last game, I probably would have made the choice I made anyways. And that is to bring in a Silent Arbiter and triple Windborn Muse, because Colin's playing a very specific deck with a very specific weakness. His Bant deck has no good hard removal since Sword the Plowshares is banned, and so his only removal options are pacifism. The thing with Silent Arbiter and Windborn Muse, they still work even if he's pacifising my creatures. So if I have Windborn Muse up, all of a sudden he has to pay 2 mana per creature that he's attacking with. Plus it has a pretty decent body, can block squirrels if it doesn't get pacifism. Same with Silent Arbiter. So I think these guys are definitely bring-ins for the game 2. I took out the Eternal Witnesses. I also took out the Infiltrator's Magma because they're a little slower, and I feel like with the River Boas and the Flying Men, I'm probably able to get in and around his stuff anyways. And I took out a Utopia Scroll because I needed it to cut one extra card. I also brought in 2 pacifisms of my own so that if he does drop like a Chroma or a Arcades, I have at least some answer to deal with it. Whereas the only other thing in my sideboard that really handled that kind of card was maybe Control Magic and Story Circle, but he's playing so many like dinky guys in this deck, Control Magic doesn't feel as good. Story Circle could be good, and if we lose game 2, I might consider bringing it in. Also, the Kitsune Mystics aren't bad against pacifism specifically, because if we can enchant it, then we can move our pacifisms onto him. I just don't know if it's necessary right now, and I want to see what he brings in for sideboard. So really feeling good going into game 2. I think we can pick this episode up. Let's see which of the Bant decks comes out on top. Wish me luck. Colin, please don't bever to an Enchantress. I haven't even played her.
That's the scary part, is I know you have better hands than the one you just had. I mean, granted, my deck has got better hands too. But,
yeah.
The speed is something I'm not used to from this deck. Either.
That's right. Yeah. I'm trying a different shell, you know? Also, Colin, we remembered the clock. We forgot the patron shout-outs. So shout out to Matt S. and Nate Threat for being patrons and being awesome.
The homies. Except for maybe Matt for this one, because he helped you. But
you did help me today. That's true. That's true. All right. I imagine you're going first.
Oh, please. I need all the help I can get.
All right. Well, best of luck. Let's draw our 12. 10 might be better than my last.
This hand is definitely not better than my last.
Nice.
Oh dear.
You love to hate to see it. All right, while Colin's looking at his stuff, I'm gonna put these 5 back. I mean, it's pretty obvious why. 4 of them are lands, and I don't need 2 copies of this. So I think that makes for a decent curve with what we have here. I can't count, Colin.
He's cheating. He's cheating. No, he's drawing cards from his deck. Everyone can see this now. He's cheating. What's my perfect hand?
What's my perfect? It's from the top. I just put the cards back.
You could have shuffled it. You could have shuffled.
I did it. You can look at the fucking chat log.
Okay, I'm putting these 5 on top, and I will not redraw them because I'm not a cheater.
All right. Okay, so these 5 because I need 3 lands. All right. There we go. Okay, cool. Go for it. Kick us off.
All right. We'll be bougie and play a Savannah and pass turn to you.
Oh, nice. No Lawanor elves. Sag.
Yeah,
all right.
The problem.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one. That's a pretty good draw. You know what? I liked this play so much. I think I'm gonna make it again. It's Rain in Men. Hallelujah. It's Rain in Men.
Oh god.
Amen.
Here we go again.
Go for it.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one. That's good. It's kind of a turn late, but I'll play Lawanor elves and I'll play an island. And I'll pass.
Untap, upkeep,
Can always
draw.
be better.
Main one. Definitely not as explosive for me. I think what we do is play a forest. Or do I play a forest? Hang on. Oh my god.
He's got a forest in his hand.
Got a forest in my
Take
hand.
a
I
note.
fucked up. I already fucked up. I fucked up my play so bad. Saying this is no bueno.
We had 1 turn, Kurin.
I know. I know. It's everything. It's all falling apart, Colin. I should have kept a different land. That was my fault. It was the difference between taking some damage and having access to multiple mana sources.
Oh, I see. We're not even playing red. Why would you be
I
scared?
know. Because you can do 10 damage with squirrels. Or 8 damage with squirrels.
8.
You know what? I'm just gonna Rancor here.
Okay.
And let's go in for 3.
All right. As long as
Get
you're
the
not
clock
drawing
going.
cards, I'm happy.
Yeah. Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Main one. Let's play forest.
Okay.
Pass turn to you.
No pacifism. Interesting. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. That's pretty good. Actually, it's not. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. I'll play a plains. I think I'm gonna go with this line first, since you're not applying a lot of pressure. I'm going to morph this creature.
Oh god, it's this. Fuck.
Having flashbacks, Colin.
Yeah. Dear
And then
Jesus.
I'm going to play Chrome Mox, exiling Spirit Link from my hand. So it can tap for white mana.
Seems pretty good.
And I'll go to combat and hit you for 3.
I'll take 3.
And pass to you.
At the end of your turn, I will
Fact
or fiction.
Yeah, fiction. Yeah, okay.
1,
Hey, another fact or fiction.
2, 3, 4.
That's hilarious. Oh my god,
5.
fucking no. Ugh, Fossil is kind of gross too. This is not a fun set of cards. You're really far away from a Chroma, but it's still a threat.
Curious
I don't
to
care
see.
about the lands.
How are you gonna
How
flip
bad.
more? What's your strat for that, hey?
I think I'm more worried about the voice of all than the Achroma.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to put the Fact or Fiction with the Achroma, and we'll go... I think we'll do this. It's probably an easy pick for you, but I don't know.
It's actually not. The second Fact of Fiction is actually quite nice. But the...
Well, that's what I mean, is I feel like the Achroma Fact or Fiction is the pile that's the most alluring.
Thing is,
a blocker.
I can handle that. Having the blocker that will probably never die.
Interesting.
Huge.
Okay. Hopefully I kept you off that other white. That was the other plan with that.
Draw, main one. Bad news for you, I'm going to play planes.
Okay. The question is, what color do you name?
That's the thing, because the Kroos and Cloud Scraper is...
It doesn't have trample.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's potentially other ways I can deal with the Cloud Scraper, and I don't think you'll be able to flip him fast.
I'll give you a hint. I played Kroos and Cloud Scraper, and I also played Exalted Angel the last time you saw this deck.
Exalted Angel I'm not too worried about. I'm more worried about the Krosan, because I don't have any creature that can block it on the field, whereas I have lots of opportunities to kill the Exalted. Maybe not lots,
it was pretty
but
beefy. It was a beefy boy.
Yeah.
I think the Exalted Angel's like a 4/4 or a 5/5 or something.
It's true.
And has flying.
It's true.
And lifelink.
It's true. It's a lot of things. You're making some cases. It's like you're reading off a morph card right now.
but Kroos and Cloud Scraper doesn't have trample.
Yeah, it's true.
And is a 13/13. But it has an upkeep.
I'm gonna play a Voice of All. So my question before I name it is, if I name green, would that still mess the flying men up because of Rancor?
No.
Okay, then I will name blue.
Blue, not white. Okay.
Yeah.
Make an educated guess. Fair enough.
I mean, we'll see. Maybe I learn a lesson today, you know?
Yeah.
Blue.
Your turn.
Put my plane.
Oh, you kept a blue up. That's so weird. Why'd you keep a blue up, Colin? There's a reason I played this Chrome Mox and exiled such a powerful card as Spirit Link. I'm gonna tap it for white. I'm gonna cast Enlightened Tutor.
Of course.
Search for any artifact or enchantment and put it onto my library.
Sounds great.
Artifacts and enchantments.
Imagine you have a few of those in your deck.
I have one or two. The thing is, the trample gets over the Voice of All. So if I make my guy big enough, I don't have to worry about it. I could also grab this, which
I did not fully think that through.
What?
I did not fully think that through.
That's fair. I mean, it's still like you trade with the Flying Men. Or you don't trade, you just kill my Flying Men right now. And you didn't know I had the Tutor, so I think that was still a fine choice.
It buys me some
The question is, on the question too is also, how much do I want to put onto the Flying Men because it makes it more susceptible to removal?
Removal in these colors? No way. I'm not playing the time comps.
Wouldn't be you. You're at 5 mana. Chroma's 8?
You can see him at bin.
Oh, Chroma's dead. Yeah, sorry. But I was like, I need a tech for the card that you put in the graveyard.
Yeah.
This is actually a really, really tough decision. So I could also grab this for those at home, which would be Deranged Hermit, anti-Deranged Hermit vibes, which maybe is best to set up for in case you draw into it. Yeah, you know what? Let's bring a sideboard card we haven't played with yet. And it's cool because I got to grab an artifact, and it is getting a creature, so that's pretty sick. I'm gonna grab Silent Arbiter.
Oh, whoa.
This card might cause you a bit of problems. It's a 4-mana 1/5. No more than one creature may attack each combat, and no more than one creature may block each combat. And I'll put that on top of my deck.
Okay.
And untap.
4 mana.
Draw.
Does he have the mana in his hand? I guess you have the Chrome Mox.
I have the Chrome Mox, so I could play it. But I'm not going to play it this turn. Instead, I'm going to pay 4 mana because I needed the double white, not only to play Enlightened Tutor, but also to morph up the beautiful and lovely and powerful Exalted Angel.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Now you're starting to see the folly of your choices. I'll go to combat, and I can attack with both, but I don't want to lose my Flying Men, so I will swing for 4 with the Exalted Angel.
In response, I will unsummon the Exalted Angel.
Unsummon?
Slow you down a little bit.
What the fuck? I thought it was Brainstorm. All right, you motherfucker. All right,
waste
pass
the
to
turn.
you.
That's all we're doing here. Untap, upkeep, draw, main one.
Rude. Fair play. I did not expect the unsummon.
It's a funny one. There's a few lines I could do.
5 cards in hand.
So you have the Arbiter, and you have the Exalted Angel. The Exalted Angel will take 2 turns to boot up. The Arbiter doesn't.
Here, I'll throw these over here. You can see them if you want.
Oh, I don't remember what they do. The Arbiter doesn't really push your agenda, though. So maybe I keep ramping while I'm not under pressure. Could be the play. Or I could flip the script and force you to play that Arbiter.
Someone has a Deranged Hermit. Deranged Hermit's a lot worse when only one squirrel can attack each turn.
Yeah, no, it is. It's just a lot of bodies.
Yeah.
I'll play Yavimaya Coast. I will play Demand. And I'll search my library for a multicolored card, reveal it.
Ooh, okay.
Shuffle my library.
We both have tutors.
Mm-hmm.
What are you grabbing?
I'm on 6 mana right now, hey? A
You
deranged
are on
hermit. No, I
6.
can't grab a deranged hermit.
Yeah.
I will grab another new card.
Okay.
Simic Sky Swallower.
Oh, we got one. I didn't want to see this. I didn't want to see this, man.
Because I feel like your counter magic might not be ready, but I'll throw that in my hand. To boot, I will tap 1, 2, and lose 1 life for a blue and play a Plaxcaster Frogling.
Oh, as if you need more fucking Shroud, but all right. That comes with 3+1 counters.
Yeah, I can technically graft onto Malon Royals right now.
No, it's when the creature enters the battlefield.
It's this creature comes into play. Oh, with your okay. Whenever another creature, gotcha. It's whenever another.
You could technically graft onto the Sky Swallower too, because it's not a target.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting.
Double Shroud.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be able to give it Shroud because the Shroud would block the second Shroud.
Yeah, I'll pass turn.
All right.
Yeah, I guess it gives it +1/+1s. That's it. I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
Draw?
It could be your boy.
It's not a bad card.
Actually, yeah, it is significant because if I give it +1/+1, it potentially puts you on a 3-turn clock instead of a 4-turn clock.
It's true. It doesn't have vigilance, right? It just had flying.
The Swallower?
Yeah.
Yeah, flying
The
trample.
Swallower. I need to hope you don't have pacifism. I think that's my play here.
Morphin' it.
Could be anything. Could be anything.
Who knows?
I think the morph token might be in Tarkir, which is why we don't see it.
Yes,
I'm gonna go for Broke here. I'm gonna Spirit Link.
Oh, double lifelink.
Double lifelink. Yeah, I think 'cause they're not both. Neither of them are lifelink, so they stack. I'll pass to you.
All right, untap. Let's
See if your 7 damage can upkeep with my 8 gain.
Oh, it's so annoying.
What's the Arbiter? The Arbiter has hit the board.
I know, once the Arbiter hits the board, it's like, ugh, this game becomes like so
sloggy.
This is the funny
Welcome to
point. I
back
haven't
control.
figured it out with this deck yet. Is like, where's the threshold between like, I don't know, there's still so much ramp for me to draw right now, which is a problem. If I don't get my ramp up front, play an island, and then I do think, double lifelink's such a pain in the ass.
That's why I was like, I hope you don't have the pacifism, because that would be
Yeah, I mean, that's
monumentally.
fair. I think I do just have to get the Simic Sky Swallower out for now.
All right.
And I will graft
he is.
1 because I feel like it is a good.
Sure.
A 7/7 is.
Yeah, no, I think you're right with the math. We've bred out the shortcomings of the species' natural form and replaced them with assets of our own design. You're kind of trending into evil Kurin territory.
A little bit. Simic is very evil Kurin coded.
It is very much.
I guess I could get 2 damage here.
You'd like. I can't block.
It's true.
But then I hit you with Voice of or no, I guess you could just block with the Sky Swallow.
Yeah.
You want the free damage? It also depends if I draw maybe an enchantment.
It's true. Pay for my hubris. You draw the enchantment, you don't morph, you're exalted, and I hit you back. So yeah, I'm gonna go for 2.
Fair enough. I'll take 2.
Pass turn.
See, now you would have been on a 3-turn. Now you would have been on a 3-turn clock with the graph.
Yeah, it's true. Unnecessary graft, probably, but
no, I think it's fine. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1. That is okay. Shroud is a bitch, man. I say playing the deck that's trying to get hexproof on his creatures.
I was gonna say.
Here's the question. Do I do this now? Basically play any 1-mana enchantment from my deck. Oh no, this goes, never mind. That goes, never mind.
This isn't really
I have another
interesting
tutor.
matchup.
It is really weird. It also kind of sucks I'm on 3 fucking lands. That's been a bit.
Yeah, it's saving my butt right now.
Although, it's been giving me gas, and my deck's low mana anyway, so maybe it's fine.
Imagine if I stole the Plow Wonders. Ugh.
Yeah. God damn, dude. That card was so gross. You gave me like PTSD react. Like I felt that viscerally. That triggered me. Just even mentioning it. I think just to stave off some damage potentially, I am just gonna flip the morph.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fucking unsummon again and I cry. And I will pass to you. I just gotta hope that you don't have. You have 2 cards.
Draw. Main 1. Oh my god.
I like the snickering.
I mean, I got it, right? Play Pendlehaven.
Are we starting to make the back and forth trades here? Technically, you could block the Exalted. I guess I could still gain the life.
Yeah.
I can only get in if you attack with something that isn't the Sky Swallower and I can block it, or if you attack with Sky Swallower, I eat the damage and then I attack you back.
Yeah. In which case it's 8 to 7, so you are net gaining.
I'm gaining 1 per exchange, yeah. But then that also puts my Exalted Angel on the attack, which means it doesn't have vigilance, which is important. Which means that you can start poking it with the Voice of All 2, which puts me at a -1 maybe. It's a weird little,
I don't know.
It's a weird little dance. Yeah.
It's an interesting.
I guess it depends. I guess from your point of view, I would imagine it's like, do you think you can push the advantage harder than I can push the advantage with your top decks versus my top decks?
That's the thing. I don't know, because like.
And you also know I have Arbiter in hand, so
yeah,
it's another part of the calculus. Because Arbiter on field, I am just net gaining 1. Because you're hitting Sky Swallower.
Yeah, and there's not much I can do about it at the current state.
Yeah.
So it's just be
I
so
know you have unsummons. I know you have.
You know,
pacifisms. I know you have. You probably have enchantment removal of some kind.
Yeah, I'll go to combat. I'm gonna see what you do and put the ball in your court.
Okay.
Tacky tack.
Yeah, I'll take the 7.
And second main. 1, 2.
It's the follow-up.
1, 2.
You have a Legends copy of Pendlehaven? It's probably like $200.
It's 1, 2, 3. Well, Kodama's reach. I'm gonna try to thin some things out a
yeah.
little bit.
I mean, may as well. 2 cards out of your deck.
Yeah.
You've dug 6 cards deeper than me.
4, and then I guess I'll just take like an.
Maybe I should have. You know, I'll be honest. I built this deck, put the blue in, and then forgot that blue has card draw. So like, I didn't put any brainstorms or factor fictions in. And
it's kind of it's interesting because you had so much card draw originally, but you're not hitting it now, which is kind of interesting.
It's true.
I'll pass turn there.
Okay.
Gonna see if I can thin it out.
Wait, so you one card? What did you put in your hand?
An island.
Okay, so you have an island in hand. Okay. Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw. City of Brass. It's mana.
There's your net 1 though.
There's my net 1. Now we're just swinging at zeros here. Yeah. Well, the thing is though, you are going to die more quickly from these exchanges than me because you don't have the life gain.
Yeah.
So that's the thing I actually.
You have permanent damage.
Yeah, I have permanent damage. Yeah.
Does he tap the Exalted Angel though? I also have no idea what's in your hand besides the Arbiter, so you could technically juice your angel if you wanted to. Juicer, good. I do think I think that now we're in this like weird stasis, like in this moment. I think I need to just get advantage on the board, especially since you only have 1 non-land card in hand. So I think I'm gonna go to combat and I'm going to attack with the angel for 4. I'll take the 4. There's some inherent risk there because there's also a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, that's fair.
You could
I gain 8.
Yeah.
So now, because Spirit Link and Exalted Angel might have been errated to have Life Link, but even so, I'm almost certain. Okay, so just confirmed on Gatherer. I could give Life Link or just another Spirit Link would also stack.
True.
So neither of these have Life Link. So yeah, I gained the 8. Go to main 2. I'm going to take a damage, and this is what's been kind of hampering me. I'm going to take a damage, make a green. I'm gonna go green, green, white, and I'm gonna cast the one, the only Verduran Enchantress.
Oh dear.
Oh, actually, hang on, did I fuck that up? Okay. Oh fuck, I don't have a follow-up. Fuck. Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, man.
Okay, we're gonna play.
That's
her.
not good. Okay.
Yeah, we need to get that card draw engine back online and pass to you. Let's see. This is tight.
Oh my god. Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Please, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Blah. That's how I feel.
Unga bunga, unga bunga. Is it more unga or is it more bunga?
I'll play that island, I guess, because this has a big enough.
Or is it the island you just drew off the top of your deck, Colin? What are you trying to hide from the people?
Who's to say? Oh, this is not good. That Enchantress is gonna end my career pretty quick.
Hey, you know, Silent Art, it's only 1 unknown in my hand.
Yeah, but if you... this is scary. I mean, plus side... I don't think I should have attacked. It was definitely a misplay.
Really? Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Because I'm going to, bring you back down to 11, and then you attack. I go down to 5, you go back up to 18. Or if I don't attack, then we keep the spread, but I keep my life total.
Right. I guess the one thing that you made a mistake is that you ended up taking the 4 damage when you might not have had to. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, it would have to be blocking with the Voice of Ball, but then I opened up the Flying Man, and that's just, that's not going to end well.
No. What I mean is if you didn't attack last turn, you could have blocked with the Simic Sky Swallow, or if I had attacked with the Exalted Angel. So you basically, that exchange just netted you -4 life, which maybe wasn't worthwhile.
It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, my dude. I mean, it's a body.
I mean, it's still a stasis standstill right now.
I'll play another island or else. I'll pass to
Okay.
you.
So island in hand.
I mean, could be. You don't know.
I don't know. Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. That's a pretty good draw. It's a pretty good draw. Yeah. Let's start by playing white and green, and I think this will probably put a little bit of a wrench in any future plans of yours, potentially. I don't know how much enchantment removal you have. I'm gonna play Sterling Grove, giving all enchantments Shroud that I control.
Oh boy.
And I can also pay 1 and sack it to basically tutor for an enchantment, reveal and put onto my library.
Okay.
And I will draw a card because of Verdant Enchantress.
Oh my god.
Interesting. That's pretty good.
This is a really interesting game, actually.
Yeah, I think because you haven't advanced the board that much, I am going to keep pushing my advantage. Basically, this game has turned into I need to push my advantage to break you before you can push your advantage to break me.
Yeah.
And I think I just need to keep going, which is interesting. I do have to be like a little wary of all the little guys too, because I don't have the I don't have enough mana for Arbiter. I only have 3.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go 1, take a damage, and 3. And this might be an unfortunate thing for you to see. I'm gonna morph.
No. God damn. Okay.
And pass to you, man. All right.
Don't like that.
I can't get through your board, so.
I can't get through your board. Keep draw main 1. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, just like anything. That deck. Why are you like this? What have I done?
It's like, would you like more land, sir? Would you like?
Yeah.
I heard you like that.
Halfway through.
More man.
The worst part is I put more creatures in it this time too to be like I'm gonna like bust out of that trend. Literally the only big creature I got was one that I tutored for. So
I'm curious how many copies of that supply demand you have, because I think having a lot of mana, it's a nice little dump for that. Make a bunch of saplings.
I got 2.
The other card, the other card I felt you should consider again for this deck and the Gruul deck was Tooth and Nail.
Yeah.
Because Tooth and Nail with Bori Bori, like...
It'd be nuts. I'll play Alanor Elves.
Okay. Fair.
I'll pass turn to you. I gotta twiddle my thumbs, man. Sooner or later that Exalted Angel is gonna come knocking.
Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1, forest.
I also gotta be mindful. I gotta start moving the clock along because I need a game 3.
Yeah, we're at 33 minutes. I'm going to... You know what? I want to see a card draw. This might be a mistake. I hope it's not a mistake. I'm gonna cast Pacifism on your Voice of All.
On the Voice of All?
Mm-hmm. I can't use it on Simic Sky Swallow Rush Trap.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna draw a card from that, assuming that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Okay, that's a pretty good draw. I'm gonna pay 2. I guess we're not gonna be pushing this turn. I'm gonna play Coiling Oracle.
Okay.
Revealing an island. It's going on the battlefield.
It's good.
And I don't have enough mana to maybe hypothetically morph this creature. It might be Cloud Scraper. You don't know. And so with that, I can't
honestly
attack
maybe
still.
worse
So pass.
if it's another Exalted Angel.
Yeah.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1. Okay, this will change things. Can I even play it though? I don't think I can, ironically enough. Wow. That's depressing.
You can't play it. What? Double green, double white, double blue. You can play Arcades. What the fuck did you just draw?
It would change things quite significantly, but unfortunately it's
triple white?
Not the play. So now you can technically get through a flying and exalted if you really wanted to, but you still have to get around the Simic Sky Swallower.
Yeah, I'd basically be sacrificing my big guy still. I'm basically trying to search for like buff cards, you know, like cards that like make my Exalted Angel go higher.
I'm trying to search for a body.
Yeah.
We're top. This is like old school, man. We're top deck, you know, fast turn next.
I just realized the play though. End of turn, I'm actually going to crack the Sterling Grove.
I was wondering if you were gonna do that or not.
Yeah.
That will definitely expedite some things.
Yeah, let's see what we can.
Actually,
let me go for it. I think I need to go for this. Yeah. Okay. It just when I said, oh, I need to make my guy bigger, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm gonna grab Ancestral Mask.
Yeah.
+2/+2 for each other enchantment in play.
Oh dear sweet Jesus.
Put it on top. Untap, upkeep, draw. Main 1/1.
Fuck me, man.
2, 3, Ancestral Mask, targeting Exalted Angel.
Yeah.
Does that resolve? I guess before it connects, actually, I draw a card from Verdant Enchantress.
Yeah, it resolves. I think that's game
over,
basically.
My man. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Shielding Plaques, targeting Exalted Angel.
Fuck me. Okay.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take 1 damage and also cast Curiosity, targeting Exalted Angel.
Okay.
I popped off. I popped off. All right.
You switch my
Combat.
screen if you can stack something.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's right. There we go. Okay. So,
Damn, man. That's
combat.
rough.
We're going in with the big girl here.
I got a block, and I can only block with one.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enchantments, -1 because I fucked up last time. Ancestral Mask is each other.
Yeah.
So 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So she's a 12, 13.
So you gain 24 health off
Oh,
that.
I forgot to draw a card off Shielding Plaques as well. Apologies. So I'll grab that as well.
Didn't you draw Curiosity off that?
No. So I drew one off Shielding Plaques by casting it with Verdurant Enchantress, but Shielding Plaques also lets you draw a card.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna block. I gain 24.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20. I don't remember what the I think the monkey deck, the unhinged deck was when we got the highest life.
Oh
total,
yeah,
I
no,
think.
by far.
Yeah. I don't think it was even close, but I'll pass to you. Let's see if you can get the end.
Untap, upkeep, draw, main one. Gotta be kidding me, man. Play a Tundra. Which does technically
Did we
mean
do
I can
it?
play this card, but I mean I can buy myself a turn. It's not-
Really? Okay.
Does this though?
Don't forget you can graft. I don't know if that matters, but
No, I don't even think this matters. I'll play it just because I've had it for so long. I just never really had a good opportunity to do it.
yeah. Let's see.
I'll play Reduce to Dreams. Return all artifacts and enchantments to their owner's hands.
Well, that's not good. Okay.
It kind of is good though, because now you can give your Exalted Angel trample.
True. And I get all the card draw from Verdurant Enchantress.
Yeah,
But still.
doesn't really help.
How do I unattach everything?
Your
Oh,
pacifism
unattach. Attach. That's a crazy play.
Yeah.
A madman. Chrome Mox, Spirit Link is just exiled.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, why weren't you able to play that last turn?
I was. The problem is you can just re-enchant everything, right? So I was waiting for like an
Oh.
unsummon or something. So then when you
I
go to re-enchant everything, I just unsummon it as soon as you try to give it protection again. Also, could you, in hindsight, could you have attached the mask after you gave him?
Oh, Shielding Plaques is hexproof, not Shroud.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's why I was so excited to play with this card because it
Yeah.
actually lets me play enchantments around it. Yeah.
I'll pass turn. See if you can. I think you can kill me.
Yeah. Untap, upkeep, draw, main 1.
Just have to pacify the voice of all. Remember that.
Yeah. We're at 9? Yeah. So if we just go pacifism, draw, rancor, draw.
You don't even need Rancor. I can't block you now.
Yeah, but I need the damage.
But you just put
Right.
the. Oh, right, because all the enchantments are
Yeah.
gone. I see.
So 6, and then 1, 2, 3, and then the Ancestral Mask. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Throw in for, I don't know, like 12 or something.
It's 6/10. You just got it.
2. Well, the pacifism
it's-
also gets actually, I fucked up last time. Yeah, I should have got the Ancestral Mask for the pacifism because I technically control the enchantment. Oh, for each other enchantment in
So
play.
you
It
don't
doesn't matter
kill me
mine
right
or
now.
yours.
You only have 8 right now.
Oh no, so Rancor is 2.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's your extra 2.
2,
then.
yeah,
6,
2,
10. Yeah, you
4,
got it.
5, 6, 10. Yep. Okay.
Shucks.
Damn, we did it, Team Leg. We came
Oh my
back.
God.
We broke the streak.
Oh, I can't believe I drew like Island, Launarel's, Kodama.
Yeah.
That's so
That's
brutal.
like the Bant classic, man.
To be
That's
fair,
crazy.
these are my next 3 draws. It was Island, Plains, and then an Unsummon.
Oh
so
my
I
god.
wasn't getting there.
Oh, the Unsummon would have. I had Windborn Muse, Curiosity.
Windborn Muse would have been
Rancor.
annoying. Yeah,
I
it's
actually, I brought, so my side deck, my main sideboard plan against you, triple Windborn Muse and the Arbiter. And I
Interesting.
realized this after game 1 because I thought to myself, you're playing Bant, your own Unsummon notwithstanding, because I completely forgot about that. I was like, all you have is pacifism. And so if you pacifism Windborn Muse or Silent Arbiter, then their effect's still true.
Yeah,
Right?
it's true.
Their effects are still good. So, and these were mainly against the, after that Deranged Hermit play, I'm like, I need to bring something to stop
Yeah.
those swarm of squirrels.
In my mind, I feel like getting the extra time felt more important. And like, I don't know, you're like, it's unreliable info. I was also like, oh, I had the Unsummon at that time. So even if you do like try to like gotcha me a bit, I do have that safety net.
I mean, this is the Bant classic. I don't think it's a bad deck. You just drew too many lands.
Yeah, I think I gotta pump the brakes on some like ramp, but the problem is like I didn't even have a ramp in my opening hand this time. Which
well,
is,
that
like,
you
don't
said
look
your
so
opening hand
good.
wasn't very good anyways, so that doesn't help.
Like I drew into the Lalanor in my first draw, which was good.
That was helpful. Yeah.
But like even then, it's like, damn man.
Well, Langang, we did it. We broke the Croft Crew win streak. We were able to do it right before Ravnica dipped out of our horizon.
Dastardly.
And That's right. Well, I know it's getting a little chilly, Colin. We might have to start thinking about putting on a parka. We just finished with Dissension. Next episode will be Cold Snap, the spiritual successor to Ice Age. We'll maybe be seeing some more snow-covered cards, snow lands. Let us know down in the comments below. Would you like to see us just be able to play snow lands when it makes sense? We're not just going to put them in every deck, but do you want us to just unlock instead of having to open snow lands? I think that's probably for the best, just because it unlocks strategies, which is more interesting.
Yeah, at this point too. And this is like the last. I mean, I guess there's like Kaldheim that has snow.
And that's way later on.
So I think it makes sense to do it now. Yeah.
So let us know what you think down in the comments. Listen, I'm still not out of the woods. Every game moving forward is me fighting for the victory.
True, yeah.
So
hey, you're good under pressure, so you're gonna give me a run for my money.
I hope so. I'll let you know now. The War Room didn't just create this Bantrantris deck. One of our patrons brewed a bit of a redux to one of my other lists, so maybe you'll see something different coming down in the pipeline. But until then, we will continue to untap, unkeep, undraw, and be terribly inefficient. We here, Filthy Casuals, are continuing to tap our cards sideways. We hope that you'll be able to tip alongside us. I just hit my hand on something. And here's a tip. Actually, what's a good tip? Shit.
Make sure you cap your planes at 3 when you have Rhea Dawnbringer in your deck.
That's true. If you're gonna play triple white cards, maybe go for that third white just in case. Also, keep your opponent guessing.
True.
What is he gonna play next?
Threw me a crazy
Use
curveball.
those deck boxes. Fill those deck boxes.
Fill them up.
Fill them up. All right. We here at Filthy Casual are continuing to traverse the multiverse. This episode, we were in Ravnica, but next episode, I think we're going back to Dominaria.
Whoa.
It's getting a little chilly.
Did we burn any bridges back there?
I'm sure everybody loves us. It's fine.
Yeah.
My name's Kurin.
How can you hate us? My name's Colin.
And we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now. I will say, I actually only went to the strategy because I purposely on Scryfall looked ahead at the next 4 sets we're doing this season and saw what enchantments, if it was worth going into enchantments, because I didn't want to go into a strategy that it was going to be, because I might not get another deck box. So you might know the 3 card decks I'm going to be playing for the rest of the season. There are some pretty spicy enchantments coming and auras coming up in the time spiral block specifically.
Yeah. I haven't looked ahead at all.